It's your boy Shakademic. We're downtown Minneapolis. We're standing at the remaking of the 35W bridge, and I'm in the Greenway in the uptown area of Minneapolis. Before I get ready to walk on the other bridge and talk to some folks about politics, the 2008 election. Election time is coming about. We need everybody to get together and start focusing on politics because opinions do matter, right? So let's go see if we can talk to some people. Holler back. Can't be scared. Closed mouths don't get fed. So if I want to get these interviews with people, you have to talk to these people and don't be afraid of getting turned down. On a scale from 1 to 10, how politically involved are you? We're at a red light. Got 2 minutes to be on camera? 2008 election is very important. I should stop using the word politics. I think that's scary. What you think? Are you aware of this year's 39th annual Republican convention that's taking place here in Minneapolis?
Unfortunately, I'm a Democrat.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Do you plan on attending?
No.
Not my convention.
I did hear a rumor about that, yes.
All right, I'm gonna hit them with just a question, and if they stop, they stop. How do you guys contribute making America more energy efficient?
I don't know, riding my bike.
Okay.
Waiting for plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. I mean, hybrids are great, but the plug-in kind, I want to see us kind of update our electric grid, and what I'm willing to do about it is to buy one when they become available, to petition for those things being made more available, and it'll shift some of it onto coal-burning power sources to start, but the electric grid, getting the electric grid upgraded with cleaner power and then using that power for transportation, I think is the way out. And so I'm doing a lot of self-educating and then advocating for those causes.
Great, man, that's great.
Well, I try to be energy efficient to an extent, and I don't drive more. I drive a lot less than I do now.
Okay.
And I've been thinking about, I have a fairly, decent mileage car, but I would get a high mileage, economical car next time. But I have not specifically thought a lot about it beyond just my own economical, situation.
Mm-hmm. How do you contribute to making America more energy efficient?
I don't.
So would you rather drive a car or ride a bike?
I'd rather drive a car, but I don't have my license, so I do have to ride a bike sometimes.
If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. Yeah.
I would much rather ride a bike.
Okay. Do you ride a bike now?
Yes.
I have low energy light bulbs. I try to recycle.
I would say that people are ready for a change. There may have been some that maybe have been thinking that one way was a way, but a lot of people are coming together. I guess when the world really breaks down, we have nobody but ourselves, and we have to sit together and want at least a standard of the same things, What do you think about these outrageous gas prices?
Oh man, last time I was at the pump, I paid $58.
Did that get you a full tank?
Half.
What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a Caravan.
Okay.
I have to take these kids back and forth to school and everything,
Okay.
And it's very expensive. They go to school in Columbia Heights. I work in South Minneapolis. So it's back and forth. It's a lot of traveling,
Okay.
I don't drive, so I could care less, other than I know it's going to raise the price of buses.
I think it's pretty crazy, especially when they're making record profits. The oil companies are making record profits. So.
Right.
But I don't think it's going to get any better. So I
Okay.
think we just need to find alternatives.
Okay.
Gas seems like it dances right on the edge of what you might call a need for most people, something they need to have. And we were having a discussion about this earlier today, that there's regulation on other things that are considered needs in terms of people's lives on a day-to-day basis, yet that's not regulated in nearly the same way. And so I think that while I'm concerned for my price at the pump, what I'm more concerned about is that, people that have a hard time heating their houses in the winter and things like that. And I'm really kind of surprised and a little bit let down that there hasn't been more of a push to try to make it affordable for even those people, trying to find a way to subsidize something so that these people don't have to worry whether or not they're going to be able to heat their houses the next month.
I'm noticing that some people are afraid of the word politics. You can tell those who are involved with things, the people that's voting, I guess it's obvious. Maybe they want to be on the video, maybe they don't. Maybe they want to answer questions. I don't know. I often hear that working and poor people do not have a voice in Washington. What is your opinion on that?
I think it's a lot more than that don't have a voice in Washington at the moment.
Okay.
I think that there's a whole that I think that both political parties are just interested in perpetuating themselves at the expense of what their ideals are supposed to be.
Okay.
And that if you're not at, let's say, like certain levels in either political party, your voice isn't heard.
Wow.
I mean, they aren't paying taxes if they're poor, so do they really need to have a say?
All right, I think everybody has a voice. You know, you just got to figure out how to use it.
Okay.
I think somebody like Hillary finds it politically expedient to talk to those people, and then I think that when it comes down to it, I just don't think that that they're factored in very much into the policies that ultimately get put into programs. I think that it is quite heavily influenced away from those people's interests.
It's a surprise to me that people believe that it is true that poor people and working class people, I mean, we have the freedom of speech, but their voice is not strong, I guess would be the correct way to put it. That in Washington, that poor and working class people just don't have a strong voice.
I think again, I'm a Canadian. One of the unfortunate things I think about the American political system is you basically got two parties. You know, I voted in different elections while I was in Canada, and you've got 5 major parties, and a number of minor ones that I had voted for on occasion. And I just, I think if people can begin to speak their mind and vote their conscience and their heart with thought, I think that will make a huge difference.
Wow. What are you looking for from our current and or future president?
Well, right now I'm looking for better change for medical assistance for everybody, not just for certain ones, and for better housing, affordable housing.
Okay.
And of course, better transportation for everybody too, and better education.
Better jobs, better living, and better health.
Healthcare, better healthcare, less taxes, better transportation for people.
That's right.
Better benefits for, less fortunate people.
My main priorities would be the war, Iraq, health, schools.
That's right.
Funding the infrastructure.
Someone to stop the war, bring our soldiers back, and someone to bring medical insurance out for everyone.
Environment, education, and healthcare.
Wow. More than half of the states in the U.S. are facing budget problems, Minnesota being one of them. How does that affect you and those around you?
Well, that affects me because I'm a healthcare worker, and there's a lot of talk about cutting back on payments to hospitals, which is particularly bad because in the inner city hospitals, like I work on at Children's, we do hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars of free care every year to inner city residents that we don't get reimbursed for. And to cut back on that even further, we would have to look at cutting back at that in order to, balance our budget every year.
Okay. How does that